What's up, guys? Noah from Stage 3 Motorsports here with Scott from Icon, and we wanted to bring you guys a quick video talking about some of their Super Duty suspension options, because there's a lot of different kits there and it can be confusing to look at all at once. So Scott's going to kind of walk us through the details on that. And we're actually, right behind us, we have their Tow Pig Super Duty here. They run this thing pretty hard. It pulls a flatbed to haul some of their other vehicles around when they need it to, and then it's obviously been built and wheeled even on its own. But Scott, you want to tell us a little bit about the Super Duty kits that you guys offer?
Yes, sir. So basically we have multiple different lift height options to go start with our standard coil spring kits using the factory coil bucket and everything. We have a 2.5-inch lift, a 4.5, and then a 7. Okay. And then we also have coilover conversions for some of those heights as well. Like the shorter kit is 2.5 to 3, and I believe this one, as we have it configured, is the 4 to 5.5-inch system. I don't have a coilover for the big kit yet, at least. Okay. So possibly in the future, the newer weld-on coil buckets make that a bit harder because we used to have to cut all that off. So that's a lot more work involved now, basically. But ride quality across the board is actually really good, especially on the, I'm a big fan of the 2.5 and the 4.5-inch systems. The 7, a bit taller than for my taste, but sure, if you like a big lift for a big tire, it definitely will get you going and still ride incredibly well. So
yeah, and for quick reference, what is this truck sitting on at the moment?
This is on our 4-inch to 5.5-inch coilover conversion system. We've got all kinds of other goodies included with it. Our 4-link conversion to get rid of the radius arm gives you much better caster settings. You don't have to drop your radius arms down and lose all that ground clearance, and maintains more of the consistent caster through the suspension travel, whereas radius arms are actually really bad at that. At full droop, caster's really low, and at full compression, caster's really high, so it feels funny when it cycles that far.
Sure.
You can feel that in the steering. So we also have a custom version with our secondary shock, a modified 3.0 bypass from a Raptor on here, just because
you guys can. Yeah.
We can. Yeah, so that's not a production option, but we do offer secondary shocks, which are technically just our regular bolt-in shocks to go in the factory mount when you're running the coilover. There's no other modifications needed for that. It's all bolt-on.
Awesome. Yeah, that's perfect. That's usually what most guys are looking for. It's just a good bolt-on way to get that extra articulation, a little bit more space underneath.
Mm-hmm. And from a ride quality standpoint, the spring rate that we use in the coilover is actually really nice and soft and makes it ride incredibly well. And you have that ride height adjustment as well, so you can really fine-tune it to get the stance you're looking for.
Perfect. So Scott, as far as tire size is concerned, what generally could somebody see for fitment on each basically level of this lift?
That'll kind of depend on the year in question. Like the 05 through 16 models had slightly smaller fenders than the 17 the current do, so sure, that'll vary a little bit, but for the most part you can do 35s relatively easily on the 2.5-inch kit. The 37s work well on the 4.5, or any coilover version of that.
Sure.
What you see here is actually on a 40-inch Nitto, so those are a bit bigger than we recommend, but they fit relatively well.
Yeah, on the newer Super Duties, you have a little more room there, like you said.
Yeah, you got a little bit more room. I mean, just due to the limitations of the size of the tire, it does rub on the radius arms or the 4-link a little bit when you're at full lock, but you know, that's big tire problems basically. So,
yeah, comes with the territory.
Like we talked about in our wheel videos earlier, the wheel that we have paired with it is spec'd out for the Super Duty. This is our Rebound HD wheel. Same application-specific fitments as we were talking about, but the load rating on this is made specifically for heavy-duty trucks. It's a 4,000-pound load rating.
Oh, wow.
On that. So from a cast wheel, that's an awful lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's meant to be used, tow stuff all day long.
Perfect. So as Scott mentioned, we do have some other videos that you guys can check out if you're interested in finding out some more details on their wheels or even the CDC valving and some of the details behind how they engineer and test their products. So if you guys are interested, definitely check those out. But with that being said, if you want to take a look at some of these Super Duty kits for yourself, we'll have links down in the description where you can click those through and see on our site. And we'll see you guys next time.